Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Danny Tech back again with another CCNA video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. This video is going to focus a little bit more on troubleshooting, which I do like when you are, starting out your journey into networking. This is something that I wish I had more of when I was starting out. Basically troubleshooting networks, because when you're starting out, it's very rare that you're going to step into a role where you are designing networks. Most of the networks that you're going to be coming into are going to be already in place and implemented, and your role is going to be basically maintaining and making sure that the network is running as smooth as possible. So a couple videos ago we did go over router on a stick. This is going to be troubleshooting some of those concepts, which is inter VLAN routing. So basically, and also this is a resource from Jeremy's IT Lab, which is a resource on YouTube that I use to pass the CCNA. He has very great videos and also labs that you can follow along with. He helps you basically go through the lab. He explains basically how to solve the lab that he has presented to you, and this is one of his labs that he has, and I think it's a pretty decent lab. So we're gonna just go ahead and jump right into it. So this lab basically has two VLANs, 13 and 24, with two PCs within each VLAN. And then it says here, after configuring inter VLAN routing, computers in different VLANs are still unable to communicate. There is one misconfiguration. Okay, so he gives us at least one. I mean, it's still a troubleshooting video, but we don't have to go like on a wild goose chase. Trying to see different things. So then it says troubleshoot the problem and fix it. You have successfully completed the lab when all PCs can ping each other without changing VLAN membership. Okay, so basically in a nutshell, he doesn't want us to, I guess, move the access ports around to allow the VLANs. So it must be a misconfiguration somewhere in the network. So we're gonna have to go step by step and see what we can find in this. So in my experience, the first thing I would do is try to ping and see what information the PCs give back to me. So we'll go ahead and ping the PCs from PC1 and see if we're getting replies. If we're not getting replies, what we're actually getting. So I'm gonna go ahead and ping PC2 here, which ends in .30, and see what I get. Okay. Request timed out. So it looks like I'm not getting any replies from that PC. Okay. Let me try PC3. .3. Okay, I'm getting replies from that PC. And let me try PC10. I'm sorry, PC4. Okay, so what it looks like is that I am able to ping PCs within the same VLAN, but not outside of the VLAN. Okay, let me try PC2 to PC4 to make sure that my assumption is correct. Yes, okay, so I'm able to ping PC4 from PC2, which is in the same VLAN. Let me try PC3. Okay, I don't get a reply. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, fair enough. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll jump into this switch over here on the right and see what we have on this switch. So the first things I want to do is maybe check to see what basically show the running configuration on this switch. And to do that, you can issue show run, and that'll give you basically what commands and what configurations have been set on this device. Alright, so we have port 1 set to VLAN 13 and port 2 set to VLAN 24. That's correct. And then what I'm looking for is hopefully port G01 is a trunk. Okay, so that is exactly what I'm seeing here. Port 01 is a trunk. Okay, that looks normal. Let's go ahead and check on switch 1 and see if we're seeing the same thing. Show run. And I see port 1 to access VLAN 13 and port 24. I'm sorry, port 2 to access VLAN 24. And then I should see gig 01 and gig 02 as a trunk link. Okay, yep, that's what I see here. Okay, so it looks like the configuration misconfiguration is not on the switches. So now let's go ahead and check the router. So now when we're doing router on the stick, as we remember from the other video, the way this is configured is that there's one physical link, but on that physical link there are sub interfaces basically. So one physical interface with sub interfaces within that interface. So that's what I want to go ahead and check to see what we can see on that on the interface. So we're gonna go ahead and see show IP interface brief. Okay, so the interfaces are up. They've been assigned an IP address. Okay. The main interfaces, the physical interface is up as well. Okay, so let me go ahead and do a show run and see if I see something else within the running config. Okay, .1Q. Okay, I see what it is here. Okay, so this interface shows a different different VLAN. So it's showing VLAN 14 to pass the traffic. So we're gonna go ahead and change that. Instead of a 14, we need that to show 24. So we'll go ahead and copy that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and copy that and go ahead and configure this to, instead of 14, to pass 24 VLAN basically. So what we want to do is jump into that interface, which was sub interface gig 00.24. Now I'm in that sub interface, and what we want to go ahead and do is negate that basically that command that was put in, which is encapsulation .1q14. We want to make sure that says .1q24. Alright, so this is the way that you erase that statement, by putting a no in front of it. And then we're gonna go ahead and, instead of 14, we're gonna put encapsulation .1q24. Now in the running config, it does show that with that an IP address was set, but when you go ahead and negate that this prior statement here, it erases the IP address. So I'm going to do a show IP interface brief, and see here it shows that IP address has been unassigned. So since we're still in that interface, we'll go ahead and just set that IP address to 10.0.20.29, which is the first usable address in that subnet. And then this is going to be a /25, so that's going to be 255.255.255.128 is going to be that subnet mask. And if we do another do show IP interface brief, we'll see that that interface now has an IP address within that subnet mask. Well, let's do a do show run, and it has the correct VLAN. So now we should be able to ping across the network without any loss. So let me go ahead and ping PC4. And we are getting replies from PC4. Let me go ahead and ping PC2. And we're also getting replies from PC2, and nothing should have changed with PC3 because it was within our same VLAN. Perfect. And let me go ahead and try from PC2 to PC3. And we're getting replies. All right, so it looks like we have solved this lab. Again, this lab is an interesting one. If you know what you're looking for and you use a system, most troubleshooting should be relatively the same, depending on your experience level. Of course, you're always no network is the same, but if you try to use a structure in the system, you can tackle most problems the same. And that's basically what I try to do when I'm troubleshooting anything in the network. So hopefully you like this video. These are the type of videos that I like to do. These are troubleshooting videos, and they're fun to me. And this is basically what, when you're starting out, this is what you will be doing out in the real world in an organization. So hopefully you like this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you feel that I could go over any other concepts, feel free to leave that in the comments, and we'll go ahead and do that. As always, thank you for watching. Have a good day.